I need to open one at
All
least.
right. Hey, welcome to day 21, 22 of our YouTube live sessions. Every single day for 30 days, we're doing a challenge to do a talk about a business idea, um, new business trend, or any business opportunities or side hustles to make you more money. So today we are going to be talking about AI writing tools. What are AI writing tools? Who are using AI writing tools? Why have AI writing tools become so big in the market today? We're going to discuss all of that. But before we do that, please like, please subscribe, please comment, please tell Siddharth he looks beautiful. He needs it in his life. So yeah, please do all of that. We really appreciate it. Okay, so AI writing tools. Siddharth, why have AI writing tools really exploded in the market today? We're seeing companies like Copy.ai, PepperType, so many companies entering this field. What is going on and why are they really exploding?
Yeah, you can tie it all back to GPT-3, right? GPT-3 is the third version, which is the full form is generative pre-trained transformer. Don't need to
That's
worry
so
about
easy.
that.
That's so
Yeah,
easy.
don't need to worry about that. GPT-3 is the third version of it. They've been open AI. I think that's the name of the company that's working on this. This is the third version, and what it is basically a deep learning model that uses a lot of content that is already out there on the internet to
The whole of
replicate
Wikipedia.
the whole of Wikipedia, basically, right? To replicate and create human like writing. So when you read something that's written by GPT-3, chances are, if it was tuned properly and all of that, chances are you will not be able to differentiate if a human wrote it or if a computer wrote it. My mind was blown when I first saw it. It was wild on Twitter when it was launched, and Sile and I have tried it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I really love GPT-3. I played around with it a long time ago. I don't know enough coding to make a writing tool from it, but the applications of this tool are incredible. So, what are these AI writing tools? So, basically, so GPT-3 allowed an API, which means it allowed access to anybody who wants it to come and use their model, and then the people will put inputs and GPT-3 will do all the magic on their servers and will give an output. So, for example, if Siddharth wanted to start a AI writing tool, right, he would make this tool that's specifically about podcasts. He would put in the keyword podcasts are amazing, and then he'd put that input into GPT-3. GPT-3 will use its algorithms and it'll come out with an output and it'll give you a title for a video for your YouTube. It'll give you the first line for your blog. It'll give you anything that you need, right?
Yeah.
And this makes the entire writing process so much easier. As somebody who writes a lot, I know that writing the first line for your blog is very difficult. Writing the title is extremely difficult. And if there is some tool that can optimize for me, it might not be the best, like it might be nonsensical sometimes, but at least it gives me a direction in which to work.
Yeah.
And that is basically what these AI writing tools are.
So, fun fact, it was developed by this company, OpenAPI or
Open
OpenAI,
AI.
sorry, OpenAI, and it is open source. But Microsoft in September 2020 announced that it had licensed exclusive usage of GPT-3. What that means is the public access is still open, but Microsoft now controls the open source code, right? That'll be
I have no
interesting.
idea what that means.
Yeah,
I have
so
no idea what that means.
I mean, basically, Microsoft can play around with the code because they own the code now. They've still kept it open, but it'll be interesting to see how Microsoft decides to use it in their products and applications. Think about this: a Microsoft Word where you click a button and it writes that blog post.
Oh, oh, that would be
Yeah,
really cool. Actually,
yeah,
yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, so GPT-3 is that base. It's the foundation based on which all of these other companies have built themselves. The most famous one, the one that's really gotten all the news, is called Copy.ai. Within just I think 6 months of launching, Copy.ai, which basically helps you write blog posts, it helps you write titles, it helps you write Facebook posts, all this kind of stuff, right? I've used it, it's fun. it's sort of useful, I guess.
Yeah. I
And
mean, the point to note here is they're in their first year, right? So there's so much more work that's going to happen, development that's going to happen. The fact that it's already fairly useful is great signs already.
yeah. So just in the first, I think 6 months, they were already doing around $30,000 to $40,000 per month of revenue, and they've already gotten $3 million within their first year of funding, of seed funding. So
Yeah.
this company is really going to grow really fast. So that's number one. That's Copy.ai. There's another company called Wordtune. So when you're nowadays when you're typing on Gmail, you type a couple of sentences and then Google helps you finish it. So Wordtune is like that for your blogs, right? It basically, you type in a few sentences and it helps you like by finishing that sentence and all of that. It might sound stupid, but it's very useful.
Yeah.
It's very useful. So Copy.ai, by the way, it costs around $35 per month if you pay monthly. Sorry, if you pay annually. So that's around $400 for a year subscription. And Wordtune is around $10 per month, but it doesn't give you the same features as Copy.ai. And then there is an Indian player. I am so happy that there is an Indian player in this whole market of AI writing tools. It's called PepperType. It's made by this company called Pepper, which is a content writing business started by these two really, really young guys. So PepperType is doing really well. I've seen some numbers on their Twitter, but I'm not really sure what's true. And they're very similar to PepperType, and sorry, very similar to Copy.ai.
One thing about Copy.ai, the founder, Paul Jacobian, he's on Twitter and he's basically building this entire thing in public. So there's this movement of building in public. So he will share all his revenue numbers. He will share whatever is happening inside the company, the product roadmap, all of that very openly. So if people are interested in this, go follow him so that you check out his journey.
So I thought, let's see what Pepper.ai actually does. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Go
Okay.
for it.
So for example, right, let's say you want to do, I want to do my next blog. I want to write about space technology. Oh no, my brand name. My brand name is called
The
Pixel.
Indian Dream.
Pixel.
Okay.
It's a space tech company. So
Got it.
description: Pixel does hypospectral imaging of Earth from space. And let's see what blog idea it gives me.
I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's see what it gives me. How does Pixel image space? A blog about how pixel imaging works. Okay, interesting. Meet the Pixel team. A blog about personal interview. Okay. I like to call this one Pixel. I'm going to take your picture. That's hilarious. That one is really funny. Pixels. Okay. The science behind what is hyperspectral imaging.
I mean, let's not undermine this fact, right? This was all click of a button. They didn't know we were going to type this out. There's no pre-programming or anything. It's just AI working its magic.
This is amazing. This is actually like, this is better than I expected. And now you can see, like, coming up with these ideas is not easy. It's so difficult. And the fact that an AI can just give me all of this, it'll save so much time writing blogs in the future.
Sahil, let's take a step back on why you need to know these blog ideas, right? At the end of the day, people who are building internet businesses or even physical businesses, SEO is a huge part of how you get organic traffic. How is SEO done? Content is sort of the foundation for SEO, right? When you're writing content, you might think, okay, I'll write a blog or two. But when you start writing and you have to keep repeating on the same topics, you realize that you're running out of ideas. And now, just looking at this, if Pixel were to use it, they have, I think, 10 ideas that they can write blogs on.
Yeah. And they're genuinely good ideas.
Yeah.
I can't believe that that this tool was able to kind of understand what hyperspectral imaging is and then give me answers in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I think we should take a membership of PepperType.
100%. Let's do it for the Indian Dream. And
yeah, it'll help us a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what AI writing tools are. What are the opportunities for people who want to get into this, right? Because this industry has already started evolving, but it's so new. it's so new. You can still do so much.
So
What do you think, Siddharth?
So this is one of those things. If you, back in the day, there were this slew of companies that were helping you manage all your social channels, right? You could post on Facebook, Twitter, here, there, all of this, schedule it, right? This is not a winner take all market. They had multiple of those companies exist, and those exist today. So the very first obvious opportunity is, if you have the coding knowledge, if you can use this tool to build a writing AI writing tool, as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Differentiate in some way or form, target somebody else. That's the core of it. But go out and build something like this.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't matter what you do, but just do something. But
Yeah,
here's what I would do, right? I would focus on a particular platform or a certain niche. So,
yeah,
for example, Shopify. Help Shopify merchants write better product descriptions.
yeah,
Or I would go into, let's say, sports. Help Kabaddi team write better content,
yeah.
right? Like, go really niche and go deep in that niche. I think that will help a lot. Um, Sorry, another example. Kabaddi was a really bad example because Kabaddi is not that big, but football.
Yeah,
There are so many football blogs. If you can somehow have AI generated blogs, just like content, um, it will help
it'll
a
be
lot. You just like
100%.
put the stats of the game, right? You play Manchester United versus Arsenal.
This is
Put
what happened.
these are the stats, and just writes everything.
I mean, if people have read how half these football blogs are, it's basically just using these stats to say it in like different ways, right? Like that's the entire article. There is no point of view or an opinion. So you could easily come up with these articles, and your team who's writing these articles can then be focused on the opinion stuff.
You don't need a team at this
Well, I mean,
point.
you need the team for the opinions and all of that, right? Like you
It's
can
true.
get all of this automated.
Yeah, I think I just came up with a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
Dude, this whole football thing is actually a good idea.
it is.
Like, all you
It is.
do is you have an API with the EPL. You
Yeah,
just keep getting the match score, and you can do live updates, dude.
yeah.
And like, you have like all the players' bios. So like, it just like quickly takes like, oh, you're Ronaldo, the troubled star, or some shit like that, you know.
Clearly, you don't watch as
And
much football.
I have no idea. Yeah, but I mean, it's a good idea, I think.
It is.
So yeah, I think that's one
I
idea.
think platform specific in general is a very interesting idea. What you said about Shopify, I think Copy.ai launched their product on Shopify. But again, this is not a winner take all market. Figure out a platform, figure out a niche, and build a writing tool for that. I mean, think about this, right? Academia, people who write like research and stuff like that. Can you use it for that to give them like the core crux of how to present their ideas? That would be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Or legal cases. Anyway, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Interesting space, AI writing tools. Look into it, and if you have any coding knowledge, I particularly want to get into this. So please send me an email.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Send nice pictures to Siddharth. He likes to see what other people are doing in the world. So send him nice pictures of where you are. It just rained a lot in Bombay, so it's still raining. So
Yeah.
I
End
can't.
it. End it. End the video. End the goddamn video.